This podcast is sponsored by ScienceBasedLearning.com. Discover a passion-driven language learning system that combines ebooks, audiobooks, and videos with the science of spaced repetition. Maximize your learning and retention today at ScienceBasedLearning.com.
Mastering the Spanish phrase, Acabar de plus infinitive. Learn how to use acabar de plus infinitive in Spanish to express recent actions. Discover examples, exceptions, and enhance your language skills. In Spanish, the construction acabar de plus infinitive is a useful and common way to express that someone has just completed an action. This phrase translates to have just done something in English, providing learners with a straightforward method to discuss recent past activities. This lesson will elucidate this grammar rule, offer examples, and highlight a few exceptions to keep in mind. The structure, acabar de plus infinitive. The phrase acabar de is composed of two parts. Acabar, which means to finish or to end, and the preposition de, which connects it to an infinitive verb. When used together, they convey the action of having just finished doing something. Let's look at some examples to clarify this concept. Acabo de comer. I have just eaten. Acabas de llegar. You have just arrived. Acabamos de terminar el proyecto. We have just finished the project. Acaban de salir. They have just left. Notice how the verb acabar is conjugated according to the subject of the sentence, while the infinitive verb remains in its base form. This structure makes it easy to adapt the phrase to different subjects and actions. Exceptions and considerations. Despite its simplicity, the use of acabar de can present a few exceptions and considerations. Regional variations. In some Spanish-speaking regions, alternative expressions might be used to convey recent past actions. For example, in certain areas of Spain, people might say venir de to the infinitive with a similar meaning. Contextual usage. While acabar de is generally straightforward, context can affect its use. In some cases, native speakers might prefer using the preterite tense to describe recent actions, especially if the action is seen as more definitive. Formal versus informal. In formal writing or speech, speakers might avoid using acabar de if they want to emphasize the completion of an action over its recent occurrence. Practical application. Understanding and using acabar de can greatly enhance your ability to communicate recent actions in Spanish. Practice forming sentences using this structure with different subjects and verbs to gain confidence. Remember, the key is to keep the verb acabar conjugated according to the subject, while the action verb remains in its infinitive form. For further learning resources and tools to boost your Spanish proficiency, visit ScienceBasedLearning.com. To expand your knowledge further, consider exploring our extensive collection of language learning materials. Get your copy today. By mastering acabar de plus infinitive, you add a valuable tool to your Spanish language arsenal, enhancing your ability to articulate recent actions with clarity and precision.